Hallelujah. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my video. This is lovely Ruth coming to you with another video. Excuse me, I'm just trying to turn this TV down a little bit. It's been a while since we last talked. I think I released those videos. I'm not even sure. Let's just get through this one. Today is January 2nd, 2023. Yay, we made it. Those of us who are here today, we can thank God that we made it to see another year. Now, hopefully this is my year. Some of us are not going to see, you know, the whole year. Who knows? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But we're here and right now, so we have to be grateful of that. We have to be thankful for the things that we have. Um, yeah. With God's blessing, we will see a beautiful 2023. I'm looking forward to new relationships, new money, new everything. It's a new year, so it's time for the old to go and the new to come in. So I'm very excited about that. It's been good. It was a good New Year's. We had a good time. My family and we spent the weekend together. Of course, I had to switch my places, but nevertheless, we had fun. We ate. I want to say we cooked, but I didn't cook, so I was had the pleasure to eat at my niece's house, and she's a delightful cook. When I say a delightful cook, she can cook. I like her cooking. I like someone else put in an effort into the meal outside of myself. So that was it was a true blessing. Yeah, I got back home yesterday, kind of like mellowed out, took the tree down. I got that second tree to take down, which I plan on doing today. Um, I was just telling my daughter how my head is swimming because I have to work so weird. Excuse me, I'm tired. I had to work today, but I have some weird hours coming up at the job. I have to keep in mind though, I can't hate this job. I like my job. I mean, but it's not pulling its weight. You know, it's not bringing in the type of money that I need from it. So I'm going to have to. I'm looking forward to the next job, which should pay more. Praying that it pays more, give me more hours or something. So we'll have to see about that. But right now in my mind, it's like I'm, you know, holding it down until I can find something else. But I'm definitely gonna have to find something else really soon. Grateful because I like the people that I work with, really like the people that I work with, and I love the job itself per se. But it's part time, and still have goals. I have, that new house to look forward to. Um, I don't want to be broke and disgusted when I meet my man because I don't want him to be broke and disgusted. You attract who you are sometimes. So hopefully I can change all of that. I don't know. Even if God chooses for me to sit this year out too, which I don't think he want me to be by myself, but if he choose to say, hey, chill, to come up, you get on your path, then I'll do that. I'm willing to do whatever it God is asking me to do. I want to be obedient. So I'm single, so whatever it is, whatever's coming, I'll have to embrace it. Maybe my soulmate, maybe my actual mate, my actual person. So that's crazy. You never know. You never know. So Looking forward to meeting that guy. I'm looking forward to, have a better paying job. I just want to live right, good. I know I'm always saying that I want to live comfortable. And I don't know what that is because I don't know what comfortable is anymore. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the sense of not worrying, not struggling, not trying to make ends meet, not robbing Peter to pay Paul, not none of that stuff. So that's what I mean by comfortable, like going to bed and relaxing and not waking up to a pile of bills. Or I know the bills are going to be there, but they can be managed. That's where I want to be at. That's where I want to be. I want to be better this year in my finances. I'm not worried about my weight. Your weight fluctuate. We could be held hostage by the things that we think we fall short of, right? Like we think we're overweight. I ate so much this weekend, these last past holidays. We got 3 holidays, bam, 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 hitting us in within the 3 week period of time. So okay, so we're gonna gain 5, 6 pounds. I think I put on 5 pounds or more. Started drinking Dr. Peppers, which soda is not good for you, but sometimes you just want that belch. And I've been that's what I turn to for comfort. Now I used to didn't need anything. Macaroni and cheese is a comfort food, and I stopped buying that. Ooh, my niece cooked some of that. It was so good. We run we have when we have our problems, we tend to want comfort, you know, especially if it's nobody around me, you don't have a significant other. So you run to food or drug substance or, even not the powerful drugs, but, we tend to want something to help us to relax or feel good food, fillers. And we don't need that stuff. It's just a mind thing. It's a mindset. We don't need that stuff. So I made it. I don't look bad. I mean, I don't feel huge. I just felt like everything that I ate, I couldn't. The meal that I ate for New Year's, it was so good that I couldn't stop eating. You know how you have this big, huge plate of food, right? Because that's why I fix my own food, because my stomach can eyeball what it wants. But if somebody else fix your plate, it's like, oh my God, I gotta eat all this. But it was so good. It was so good. So, couldn't stop eating, ate my food, and then turned around and ate again yesterday. Yeah, yeah. So, we got to get on the grind. It's January. It's a new season. When I say being held captive up with your circumstances, your situation, your weight, sometimes when you let weight uh, captivate us, like, got to lose so many pounds starting in January. I ain't on that trip. If I lose weight, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to lose weight by not eating so much. You know what I'm saying? And be mindful of what goes in my body. You know, to begin with. I mean, you don't have to start that in January. You could keep that going throughout the year. You know what I mean? So come next year, January, you won't be held captive to that. But right now, I know exactly what I'm held captive to, and that's my finances, because it's been a bit of a hassle for me to make ends meet. But I'm somehow, by the grace of God, I'm making ends meet, and it's a miracle of some sort. I don't know how. I don't know how, but I know it has to be God. When I was younger, and before I had my kids, I was blessed with a beautiful dad that helped me go back and forth, because I didn't have a car, and I'm his baby girl, so he would take me back and forth to work. Then I met my kid's dad, and he would take me back and forth to work. And then I told my dad I wanted a car, so my dad went out and helped me purchase a car, right? And I don't even know how I purchased that car. I was making minimum wage was five something back then. Oh Lord, and it was tough. I mean, but it didn't feel tough because it must have been my purpose, and I was on my path because all the things that I needed while I had my kids and while I was working this job and I needed transportation and I needed a roof over my head. God provided all that stuff. I didn't even think when we're younger, we don't even think of how our stuff is coming in. And it was like so many times I looked up and I say, it can't be nobody but God to help me through this because it shouldn't have been a way for me to afford a car. I took it and a part in a small job that's paying $5.25. Grace of God. God is so good. And so now I want to get myself back in that mode of trusting God like that. Not even worried about it. It just flows in. And I think that I had begun to think about things like how this gonna happen, how. And we can't think about the how or why or when. We gotta turn it over to God and let God take the wheel, literally take the wheel, because guess what, if we can't do any more, what is there to do, right? So my mind has to shift, and starting here and starting now, my mind has to shift, my mentality has to shift from um thinking about lack and what I don't have and how I'm gonna get it and what to do. I have to shift my mind into a gear to where I know God has to handle it. You know, there is no other way out. I'm here. There's nowhere to go. I can't go around it. I can't go back. I can't go forward. I'm just here. And guess what? You know, I have no choice but to rely on God. And I always have. But sometimes we tend to get a little like self-absorbed, like what we can do to fix our problems. We can fix our problems day in and day out temporarily, but they're gonna come facing you right back in your face, straight up in your face, because you can't do it alone. You have to have God, and I know that. I realize that. So it's not nothing new to me. So right now in my present situation, it's so crazy how I was telling I was thinking last night that I've been here before. What I'm going through, I've been here before. It's like deja vu to me. It's like I'm trying to remember, what did I do to get past it, right? And the more I think about it, the more I realize I did absolutely nothing. I couldn't do anything. You know, only thing that I remember doing was praying and asking God to make this change for me. And before you know it, it's done. It's a done thing. It's a done deal. And I like to say at this point, I always tell people when they're in a situation and they, don't know what to do. It's a terrible situation. And I always say, well, think about it this way: next month at this time, even next week at this time, even next year at this time, you won't have the same problem. This problem is going to pass. It has to pass. As the days change, your problems have to change. They have to change. So why are we sitting up worrying about something we don't have control over? You know what I'm saying? The things we don't have control over, guess what? God is going to handle them. So I find myself in the worrying mode sometimes. Um, and I try to quickly step out of it because um, worrying is not trusting God. I heard that somewhere years ago. Like, if you're worrying, then you must think God can't handle it or God can't fix it. And God can fix it. He can fix it. He fixes all things. So trust and believe Him and hang in there. And that's advice to my own self right here and right now, because I have some underlying issues that I'm dealing with right now, financially, um, that I don't have the answer to. And more so, I don't really need the answer to it. I just need it to be handled. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it's going to be handled. I don't know if I'm going to get an epiphany, which I usually get these epiphanies, right? Voices from God. So, and then it's handled before you know it. It's over. It's done. You look back, and sometimes we don't even want to look back because we don't want to get attached to that same problem. But when you look back on what, how did I make it through that? How did I survive that? Or how did I get how did I get through that situation? And it's just the grace. It's by the grace of God. It's by the fact that He loves us. And that's how we get across. That's how we get over. You know, it's it's we look at our circumstances as, it's just so bad. This is so bad. But if it's bad, if it's that bad, God is not going to bring you to something that you can't handle. If it's too much for you, He knows it. He's going to snatch you out of that. So He's not going to bring you to it unless He bring you through it. I know y'all remember that saying. But He's amazing. He's amazing. So I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to go in there and pray and do my praise and worship. Try to read and study the Bible a little bit, journal tonight, kind of relax and, breathe a little, because I was literally suffocating over this problem that I have, and I want it to be over with. And I keep telling myself it's going to get better, it's going to get better, it's going to get better, it's going to get better. And we find ourselves in this mental anguish thing that we're going through, and we want to just throw up both hands. But I never contemplate killing myself, or hurting myself, or taking my life. If I take my life, I'm taking my life from me as well as my loved ones. uh that, just think about what devastation that would cause my grandson. No, you don't do stuff like that. You just let God handle it. And if it's your turn, it's your turn, but let God determine that. We're not God. We can't determine who lives and who dies. I don't know why people think that they could, but it's not in our hands. So what we are brought to, the situation, circumstances, we get our own self in those situations. It's not on us to try to figure it out. And if we can't, then okay, I must not. It's not my. It's not meant for me to live. No, we can't do that. We are created to be great. God doesn't make mistakes. He's not going to sit down and form a man in His own image and call it ugly, or call it stupid, or call it useless, or call it, I messed up, let me start again. No, He created us, and it was perfect in His hands. It was perfect when He breathed breath into our bodies. It was perfect. It's made perfect. We were made perfect. He loves His product. You know what I'm saying? So who are us to be able to look at ourselves and say, God, you made a mistake? No, God does not make mistakes. No, He doesn't. So that gives me strength. I hope that helps somebody. It gave me a little strength, right? Yay. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna go in here and get me something to eat. I'm always talking about food, but it's not like that. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's not my, it doesn't overwhelm me. It doesn't conquer me. I conquer it, right? So, Okay, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to cook me something to eat. I hope everybody had a wonderful, beautiful day. It was definitely rain in the forecast, and definitely it was raining, and it's gonna rain later on today, and then I think tomorrow, and then a couple of more hot days, and then the following week kind of cool, because it just feels like summer to me right now, and everything that I wear, it feels like it's so hot. I thought it was winter, so I brought my winter clothes out, right? But it's hot. It's like you could literally wear sandals, or you could literally wear a nice, breezy dress. You know what I'm saying? So 70 something degree weather is pretty warm. Okay, you guys, I'm about to go. Have a blessed evening. Take care of yourself. It's only one of you. It's one body. You got to live in it. Think about that. Reach out to your family. Say hi to your family. Embrace your family. Check on them. That's the right thing to do. And love on yourself. Know that God loves you. If He loves you, who are you not to love yourself? Right? Let's not worry about what other people think about us or how anybody sees us. We know who we are. We know whose we are. We're the righteousness of God. We are the chosen people in God's view. We are chosen. We are set aside so that we are to become greatness for God. You know what I'm saying? So love yourself. He created a masterpiece when He created you. Yeah, He did. He did. So, okay, I'm saying that to say bye. I love you guys, and I will definitely catch you guys in a later video. Okay, take care, and I love you. Bye.